Hey, what's going on? It's Cool Water, the digital dope man, in the AM, early morning. And I wanted to just jump on here again, throw something out there on the podcast situation. It's barroom chats where we talk about business, education, politics, culture, entertainment, and I want to discuss today, I'm trying to title this, the Crybaby generation, the Tattletale and the Crybaby generation. Ever since the emergence of the Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, LGBT rights activists, it seems to be more and more of a lot of people, man, who are becoming extremely oversensitive. And I don't know where this started from, but I just heard on the radio, John Mayer interviewed Dave Chappelle about an artist, and the first thing out of Dave Chappelle's mouth was he's very gay. John Myers is offended and wanted him to retract that statement. And then, Dave is like, well, are you offended? He's like, yes. And then he said something else about, oh, well, he from Toronto, blah, 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 blah. So naturally, everybody is trying to be cautious about their wording. So then I'm listening to the Culture Report, Frank Ski, Jay Nova, and JR. And JR says something about Nicki Minaj being married, and he says, whatever fits her mood or mode, in so many words, that's her prerogative. Jay Nova hollers out, why you saying it like that? And he said, well, I ain't saying it like nothing. I'm saying, however she want to rock, she can rock the way she want to rock. The other day I had a conversation with a youngster, because I still be in and out the schools. And I said, hey girl, I said, why you sitting in the juice that's on the floor? Or something like that. I said, you need to slide over. So she was like, I am, blah, 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 because she had spilled something. So then she comes back and says, well, why you say it like that? And I said, well, say it like what? Like, hey girl, you need to move over, da-da-da-da. And I said, well, I don't know, how was I supposed to say it? And then she comes back with, well, it just seemed a little mean. And I said, well, let me get you straight. I'm an alpha male. I said, I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm going to say it how I want to say it. I said, so I can't coach you into how you supposed to feel. Then I told her, I said, you a smart young girl. I said, in the future, you may end up dating a beta male. He gonna kiss your ass, do everything you want him to do, but you ain't gonna like him. So she says, well, how you know I'm gonna be with a beta male? I said, I don't. I said, but I'm saying you may be, because of the sensitivity issues that you're dealing with now when it comes to somebody who ain't finna cut you no slack. So society and everything in it seems to be getting real overly sensitive. And I don't know if this is part of an agenda or what, but I know that everything that one is saying, if you speak out, you deem crazy. If you stand your ground, you deem crazy. If you ain't willing to cower and bow to the established order of things, you out of pocket. You say something against the gay community, oh, you out of line. You say something against the Jewish community, oh, you out of line. Anything that does not add up to what the dominant culture, aka white folks at large that control, most of the society at large, people getting offended. And, I'm outspoken. I'm just not going to run up in nobody's face and go to talking and saying something wild, but I will speak my mind if I feel like I need to say something. And these folks is getting offended. So here we got the 90's generation who was born in the 90's, who are now somewhere in the age of between, let's just say, 27 to maybe 31, somewhere in there, don't have critical thinking skills, don't have analytical skills, and are overly emotional. They call it the millennial generation, which is around the 90's, late 80's, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. And they call them the millennials, but at the end of the day, it's still part of the crybaby generation because they can't take truth. They can't kick back and take a serious-minded comment without trying to insinuate that the way you said it, how you said it, wasn't appropriate for them. And it ain't necessarily, I think it's all kids, white, black. I don't know about the other cultures, but I know in particular the ones I be around, they seem to always get offended if you don't coach them into some type of sensitivity mindset, or be conscious of how you say stuff. So they getting offended on a regular basis. So here I am on the radio listening to Jay Nova, and then JR makes a comment about Nicki Minaj, and she's supposed to maybe have a husband. He's like, well, whatever she want to do, whatever she want to title it, that's cool, that's good for her. And then, well, why you say it like that? See, she can't differentiate between the two. He didn't say nothing out of line. He didn't say nothing that was aggressive. He didn't say nothing that was derogatory. But the little girl on the other end of the microphone don't know how to separate the difference. And that's what I'm starting to notice. So everybody is oversensitive. Everybody is emotional. Fransky had a comment yesterday about Jennifer Lopez, how fine she was, how she had everything together. Her and A-Rod then got engaged. And the lady calls in, well, why are you making this statement about Jennifer Lopez being like this? Because that's stereotypical, it's this, it's that. He said, well, hell, that's what it is. He said, we look at the physical. She's attractive. She got herself together. She blah, blah, blah. But the other individual on the phone had a problem with the comment because why? It didn't align with her values. Then they got to the point of when the lady says, well, I don't even date men with children. And I don't do this and I don't do that. So, but she was overly sensitive about the fact that her and Jennifer Lopez don't match up, and Jennifer Lopez got herself together, and she's more of a marriage material. I think that's what the comment was about. Marriage material. She was marriage material versus a lot of women who not. So she took offense to it. The lady took offense to it, and that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a lot of sensitivity. And I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know how everybody's becoming overly emotional about certain issues. But at the end of the day, man, it's something to keep in mind. It's something to take a serious look at. My recommendation is continue to stand strong. You're going to have more battles than you do wins because these people want you to cower down. They want you to ass kiss and be submissive. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's not going to work for some of us who are alpha males and alpha females who just ain't finna be in, to the liking of somebody else's thought pattern. So I'm just going to end that right quick. I just want to put that out there. It's Cool Water, the Digital Dope Man. And check me out, ishiphopdead.com. Look for me at thedigitaldopeman.com. And like I said, it's becoming a real issue out here, man. I'm just noticing how sensitive a lot of people are becoming over comments being made about issues, personal issues, business issues, and the like. Peace and stay blessed. Holla.